Okay. Just us. There's only 5 of them. Well, and the virtual students. Okay. Well, let's go see what our module says. Oh yeah, we need to go over our homework. You had homework number 11. That problem, right? That's what we need to do first. How'd that go? Y'all getting better at that? Yeah. I posted it on my Facebook because a couple people have been asking me if I tutor. Not my students, obviously, other people's students. And I don't because I don't have the time. So I posted a picture of one of the problems and like all these adults were like, oh my God, this should be illegal. I'm throwing up. I'm like, oh, my students love it. They're like, you're a liar. Oh, I didn't post that for y'all. Post that for y'all. That's the key. I don't think the page is on here. Let me see. Nope, I just gave you the answer. Okay, I need the problem. I'm gonna just pull up a sheet of paper. We'll just do it with a sheet of paper. Okay, so we're gonna do number 11. Let me get my textbook so we can do that. I don't think we're gonna wear masks forever. I think it's gonna be like the new thing just for like the rest of our lives. You're leaving the earth, like you're just piecing out. It's just, ugh. I'm not a fan, but what can we do about it, you know? We sure don't want to get the coronavirus. Oh, it's not? You've had it? Well, it's not that bad for some people, but for some people, it's really bad. What page was our homework on, y'all? What is it? You know what page I'm on? 78. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do on page 78. I was off by 30 pages. Okay. All right. So if we look at number 11. Cool. Okay. So number 11, you could eliminate X, Y, or Z. Really, any of them seem to be doable. Which one did you guys choose? Z? Okay. Then we'll do Z. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We should all still get the same answer, but since he said Z first, we're going to do Z. I have to take equation number 1 and multiply by 2 to make that opposite. So that's going to be 6x plus 2y minus 2z equals 8. Okay. Equation 2, I'm not changing. I'm leaving that one the same, negative 3x plus 2y plus 2z equals 6. Okay, so I'm going to add those together. That gives me positive 3x. This gives me positive 4y. Those eliminate, and that is 14. That's equation 4. Okay. Now I have to use equation 3, which is again 2z. So I'm going to just put equation 3 up here. I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to have x minus y plus 2z equals 8. Okay. And then I'm going to pair it with equation 2. But for equation 2, I need to multiply everything by negative 1. So that's positive 3x minus 2y minus 2z equals negative 6. Let me make sure I change everybody. Negative. So positive, negative, negative, negative. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to add them together. 4x, negative 3y, eliminate. That's going to give me positive 2. This is equation 5. So I've got 4 and I've got 5. And this one is not going to have a good, easy way to do it. We're going to have to multiply both of them, which is fine. Since y is negative here and y is positive there, I'm going to focus on the y's and make both of those 12. So I'm going to multiply this one by positive 3. That's going to be 9x plus 12y plus, what's 14 times 3? 42? Is it? Look at my mental math. I think I'm a math teacher or something. This one I'm going to multiply by positive 4. So that's going to make this 16x minus 12y equals 8. Add them together. When we add those together, the y's eliminate. 9 plus 16 is 25x. 42 plus 8 is 50. Divide by 25. X equals 2. Now what do? 4 or 5? Which one do y'all want to use? Cool, 4. So 3 times 2 plus 4y equals 14. That's 6 plus 4y equals 14. Subtract 6, 4y equals 8. Divide by 4, y equals 2. Now what? 1, 2, or 3, which I change like everybody. Let's do 3. So that's x, which is 2, minus y, which is 2, plus 2z equals 8. So 2 minus 2 is 0, so that's gone. So 2z equals 8. Divide by 2. Z is 4. So your answer is 2, 2, 4. Cool. We will probably have not a quiz tomorrow because I've got something else planned for tomorrow, but maybe next week just have like one question, and it's just like a right or wrong. You know, if you get it right, you get 10 out of 10 on a quiz. If you get it wrong, you get 5 out of 10 on a quiz just for your effort, okay? I don't hardly ever give you a 0, ever, unless you don't submit something, okay? Or don't do your quiz, or don't this. The only reason you can get a 0 on anything is you had 0 effort, okay? Even if you fail something in this class, you're still not going to get a 0, okay? You'll still get a grade. You get a 0, it's because you did 0. You did nothing. Yeah. It says there's a test tomorrow? Okay. Cool. I need to look and see what that is. I plan my weeks out on Fridays. I think the test is on systems. What are we doing today? Ooh, we're doing matrix today. Let me look and see what's on your quiz or on your test. It's not a test. It's just like a quiz. It's not going to be worth 100 points. Y'all already took one on Delta, right? OMG. Oh, yeah. But I curved that one big. Solving systems of equations. That's what it is. Just the 2 variable. So for tomorrow's quiz, if you're wondering what's on tomorrow's quiz, you've got one question that is solving graphically, which remembers when you graph them and you just see where do they cross. 2 lines cross at what point, that's your solution. The second one is graphing, the third one is graphing. So you have 3 graphing problems. You graph the lines, look where they cross each other. Then you have 3 substitutions. Okay, substitution where you isolate one of the variables, plug it in, and then you have 4 eliminations. Not this elimination, not the 3 variables. We're just doing the 2 variables, okay? So you did all those practices on Delta. Remember, like instead of me giving you book homework, you did the Delta homework. That's what it is, okay? So if you did good on those homework assignments, then you'll probably make 100 on this. So it's exactly the same as what we were doing. It's just in a test form. So you don't have the videos, you don't have the hints. You just are answering the questions either right or wrong, but it's just like what we did on those 3 homework assignments. So you had 3 homework assignments. One was a graphing homework, one was a substitution homework, and one was an elimination homework. And I think you can still get into those. So if you wanted to go tonight and like get on Delta and do some practice problems on those 3 homeworks, you could do that. I think it will let you work as many problems as you want, even if you already have 100%. So you could go back in and practice some more if that's what you wanted to do. Okay. Did I put a time frame on that? Let me look. Because some of y'all struggle with the time frame. Yes, I have it due at 10 o'clock. Are y'all going to be able to do that? Okay. Yeah. Why not? Oh, that's true. I'm going to give y'all till noon. Is that better? Look at me. It is going to be a great day. I know. Duh. You knew that when you took this class. You saw your schedule and you're like, oh my gosh. I know. Good. I don't even know who she is. Well, lucky for y'all, y'all are my one class of Algebra 2. And Algebra 2 is my favorite subject. I love it. I wish I could teach it all day. Yeah, when Miss Shaughnessy retired, he gave me her geometries. So I would much rather teach Algebra 2, but the teachers that teach the like Algebra 2 Enrich and Algebra 2 Honors, other than Miss Reynolds, have been here a lot longer than me. So they have, I guess, priority. But so I love, yeah. Hate it. Hey! From like the, on the website? Yes, I did. Sorry. Go Molly. I'll tell everyone all day long. Okay. Do what? Okay. Y'all are going to kill me because when I bought mine, I just put whoever in the box. Like I literally typed whoever. That's funny. I even shared it on my Facebook. I shared it with everybody. I just want a cheap shirt. $15 for a shirt's pretty good. So, yeah, but you have Algebra 2. Okay, y'all. All right, let's go and do our lesson for today. So today we are doing lesson 3.3 with your notes. And then, yeah, tomorrow you've got your Delta Math quiz. And then do you realize that next week when we come back, we have 5 days. And then it's fall break. Yeah. Whoa. Fall break, you get Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Yeah. You have to go to school Thursday. Do what? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're out of school. So whoever the B-Day, you B-Day kids will come to school on Thursday. They have the whole week off. Well, not off, but you know. What am I doing? All right, y'all. 3.3. This is about matrix, okay? Now, matrix is something that you will see on the ACT, so it's important that we cover this. This is going to be just our basic operations, okay? If you look at the top, it says that we are going to add, subtract, and multiply. So just our basic operations. Do y'all know what page this is? 42. Well, the math itself is basic. We're just adding, subtracting, multiplying, matrix. And then this says use a graphing calculator. So we're not going to be able to use these. Maybe we can, since you guys are the only ones using them. That might be okay. We'll see if we need them, okay? So we'll just adjust as we need to for that. Okay, the first thing says a matrix such as matrix A below is a rectangle arrangement of numbers written inside brackets. So it's just a way to organize data. Okay, so this is an example of what a matrix is. Not like the Matrix, the movie. It's just like numbers in a bracket. Okay, it says the dimensions of a matrix give its numbers of rows and number of columns. A matrix with m rows and n columns has dimensions m by n. Matrix A has 2 rows and 3 columns, so its dimensions are 2 by 3. Now, when you're trying to figure out what's a row and what's a column, because that's confusing to students, think about going to, well, like this class or like a game or a concert or something. When you're looking for your row, you're looking horizontally, okay? Rows are horizontally. You're not going to go to a concert and the row be vertical. Like, that's silly, okay? So the rows are always horizontal. And your columns, think about the White House or think about the columns at your own house. Columns are something that support a building, okay? A column. Got it? So rows, horizontal, columns, vertical. You always put them RC. Anybody's parents drink RC Cola? Is that even a thing anymore? When I was growing up, that's what my dad used to always drink, RC's Cola. Okay, so it's like cheap, like it's like the Walmart brand of like soda or whatever.
You mean the red can just says Cola across it?
No, it does say RC, like it's blue and it says a big R and a C. So I don't even know if they make it anymore. Okay, but always rows, then columns. So that's how you're going to give me the dimensions. So they said that this one is 2 by 3. Well, if you look at it, there are 2 horizontal rows. You see that? And there are 3 columns. So it is a 2 by 3. Got it? Now, then it says the numbers in a matrix are called entries. The address to each entry gives its location in the matrix. To write the address of an entry, write a lowercase number used to name the matrix, and then write the row number and column number of the entry as subscripts. The address A12 indicates the entry in matrix A in the first row and the second column. So first row, second column, that's going to be 4. Okay, so when you give a location, you take whatever it is. This is matrix A, but they may give you 6 different matrix. So if it's A or B or C, you take the matrix name and you make it lowercase. Then for a subscript, you're writing below. Okay, remember a superscript is above, a subscript is below. And then you write its location. So if I wrote A23, where would A23 be? Second row, third column. So second row, third column, who is it? That's -2. So you would say equals -2. So far I've taught you how to do the dimensions and how to do an entry. How do you feel about those things?
Sure.
Wait, say that again. 5 is in row 1. So that's the difference. Okay, so top row is row 1, then row 2. Okay, you get to practice. So at the second half of the page, you have B and C, those matrix. I want you to answer 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Number 1. What are the dimensions of B? 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2. Very good. What about C? 2 by 2. Okay. Then it says make use of each structure. Write the entry indicated by each address. So B31. So 31 is row 3, column 1. So who is it? Woohoo. All right. B12, which is row 1, column 2, -6. Then you have C21. What's C21? Because you've got row 2, column 1. That's right. It's 26. Then we have C22. Row 2, column 2, which is 30. Okay? Right? It's a great day to start, or a great way to start October. Number 3, what is the address of the entry 8 in matrix B? So here's 8 right here. How would you give it a name? B, row 2, column 1. B21. Yeah? Sweet. Why is B12 -6? Because the 1 means row 1. So I'm looking at row 1. And the 2 means column 2. So it's -6. If circling's confusing, what you could do is like with your pencil, just make like a spine line. And then wherever they cross that T, you know that's your answer. But you wouldn't want to do it too dark because you still need to be able to see your matrix. Okay, the next part is wanting us to use the graphing calculators. And y'all, I don't know how the people at home would do it, so we're just going to skip that. It's fine. You don't need a graphing calculator to do this anyways. All right, let's skip down to page 43, example A. Okay, so example A is talking about the sum and the difference. Okay, the sum and the difference. So if we look here, they're telling us to add. This is so easy. Don't make it hard. It really is just that easy. When you're doing the sum and you're adding C plus D, you're just adding the same location. Now, the rule is if you're going to add or subtract, the dimensions have to be exactly the same. So this is a 2 by 3 and this is a 2 by 3. The reason they have to be exactly the same is because you're adding the locations together. Row 1, column 1 with row 1, column 1. What's 2 plus 5? 7. That goes in row 1, column 1. That's it. Then you just repeat. Then you say, okay, row 1, column 2. Row 1, column 2. What's 8 plus 0? 8. Then you repeat. Row 1, column 3. Row 1, column 3. What's 10 plus -2? 8. Anybody confused by that? It's simple. Don't make it hard. You're just adding the same spot to the same spot. Same thing with subtraction. When you're doing subtraction, you're doing 2 minus 5. What's 2 minus 5? -3. Then you're doing 8 minus 0. What's 8 minus 0? 10 minus -2. So what's 10 plus 2? 12. Got it? Easy. You do A, B, and C at the bottom of the page. A, B, and C. All right, E plus F. What's 6 plus negative 1? 5. What's negative 2 plus 5? 3, right? 9 plus 10. 4 plus 7. Okay. Then we have minus. What's 6 minus negative 1? 7. What's negative 2 minus 5? 9 minus 10. And 4 minus 7. People struggle with this subtraction. Use a calculator. Okay. Then we have F minus E. Are we going to get the same thing? They're what? So if the signs are different, is it the same thing? No. Okay, it's not going to be the same thing when you subtract. Would it be the same thing if we added? Yeah, because addition has the commutative property where it can go both ways. Subtraction does not. Okay, so what's negative 1 minus 6? Okay, what's 5 minus negative 2? Positive 7. What is 10 minus 9? And what's 7 minus 4? So even though they are the same numbers, they have those different signs. Negative 7 is located way on the negative side. Positive 7 is located on the positive side. Those are not the same. Okay, those are different numbers. They just have the same 7. So they are different because subtraction is not commutative. All right, we are moving on. Look at me. Look at me. Look with me at number 7 real quick. We're not actually going to do it. I just want you to look at number 7 on your book. For my virtual people, we're looking at number 7. Can we add or subtract A plus B, A minus B? Why not? Don't have the same dimensions, okay? So if they don't have the same dimensions, we cannot add them. Nope. I don't know how to spell dimensions. Dimensions. Close enough? Y'all posted this like I don't even know if y'all have noticed that I did a bulletin board out here with all these different words like be positive, be happy, be great. I misspelled 2 words. So people were like, Kristen, you misspelled that. I'm like, yep, that's why I teach math. And I'm really mad at Word because I typed them into Word. Isn't that supposed to spell check for you? Like, I know. Obviously it didn't. Like, rude. Okay. Now we're going to talk about multiplying. Okay. So if we're looking for a product, remember that product means to multiply. Okay. You can also find the product of 2 matrices, A and B, if the number of the dimensions in A is equal to the number of rows in B. For example, the dimensions of matrix A and B are 3, 2. 3 by 2. And the dimensions of B are 2 by 1. So could we add those together? Could we subtract them? But you can multiply them. The reason that you're allowed to multiply them is because they have this 2 right here in the middle. So you get dimensions, 2 dimensions, 2 dimensions. If their inner dimension, if that inner number matches, you're good. So like, could I multiply? Is that okay? Yeah, because you've got your 3s. Can I multiply? No. Okay. So this one is not going to work. No. But this one's fine. So the other thing that it tells you is your result. Okay. The result is going to equal the outermost dimension. So this one is going to be a 3 by 1, which means it's going to have 3 rows and 1 column. That's going to be your answer. This one over here, what's going to be my answer for this one? That's right. A 2 by 4. So you would have 2 rows, 4 columns. That would be your answer. Okay? So the rule with addition and subtraction, they have to be exactly the same. Got to be the same. But with multiplication, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be the outer first number, the last number together is going to give you your answer. They have to have matching inside dimensions. So let's actually look at a problem. Okay, I am going to work out the problem on page 45. So you'll have the book notes that you can look at. They've got it all worked out. But I want to work it out because it seems to be just a little bit easier if you can watch me do this. So let me get me a sheet of paper, and then we'll rock and roll. What's the dimensions of A, the one I'm writing right now? It is a 2 by 3. 2 rows, 3 columns. B is a 3 by 2. So can we multiply these? This is a 3 by 2. So what's my answer going to be? A 2 by 2. I like to go ahead and sketch out the answer and put like a little hash for each one of those so I know where I'm going to put an answer. Okay, now this is where it does become a little bit challenging. So in order to get this spot, what row is this? Row 1, column 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply this row 1 by this column 1. So you see how there's 3 in each one? This has 3, 1, 2, 3. This has 3, 1, 2, 3. You see that? Yes, you multiply the first one by the first one, the second one by the second one, the third one by the third one, and then you add them all up. Okay? So we're going to start with 1 times 2. What's 1 times 2? 2. Then we look at the second ones. 5 times 3. What's 5 times 3? 15. Then the third one's negative 4 times 0, which is, and you add them all up. What's 2 plus 15 plus 0? That's what goes right here. Okay. What row and column is the red one? Row. No, look at your row. Row 1, column 2. So I'm still using row 1. Now I'm using column 2. Who are the first 2 numbers? 1 times 4 is 4. 5 times negative 1. Negative 5. Negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. And then you add them up. What's 4 plus negative 5? Negative 1 plus 8? 7. Okay. Anybody like throwing up yet, or y'all okay? I didn't hear you. You're screaming inside? Yeah. You're going to get it. Okay. What row is this? 2, column 1. So we go to row 2 and column 1. So row 2, column 1. Row 2 is going to be 3 times 2. What's 3 times 2? Then negative 2 times 3. Then 2 times 0. And then you add them all up. 6 plus negative 6 plus 0 is 0. Now we have this last one. Where is it located? Row 2, column 2. So row 2, column 2. What's 3 times 4? Negative 2 times negative 1. 2 times negative 2. Negative 4. So then we add those up. 12 plus 2 is 14 minus 4 is, that's your answer. Not as easy as addition and subtraction, but not impossible either, okay? That's why before I even get started, I look at my dimensions and then draw out my box. Because if you've got that box drawn out, you've got your answer like there for you, then it's a little bit easier to figure out who you're going to be multiplying together. If you don't have that, then you're kind of just trying to figure out, and it's easier to get lost. Okay, so make sure you start out by doing that box. Now, I want you guys to try A on page 46. Right now, just focus on A on page 46. right. Ready or not, here we go. So when we look at this, can we multiply them together? Yes. What's the answer going to be? Okay, so we need a 2 by 2. Okay, what we're going to do is sketch out our answer box. Then we're going to just start. So we're going to first of all work on that spot. Who do we have to multiply to get that spot? Row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 1. So what's 1 times 0? What's 4 times -4? Add them together. What do you get? -16. Okay? Questions? All right. This one. Who are we multiplying together to get that spot? Row 1 and column 2. So you have 1 times 8, which is 8. 4 times -5, which is, add them together, -12. We got the first row done. We're done with the first row. Okay, so now we're doing the second.
Good morning, Jacket. It's game day and I'm Molly Watkins. Please stand for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to finish this while she's talking, so y'all just follow along.
If you would like to run for an office, email the treasurer at info@calschool.org. Officer elections will be held today and tomorrow. Freshmen can run for freshman representative positions. As the club, you can volunteer at reruns or fun at 2640 Erie Drive off East Washington from October 3rd to October 29th. This is not required due to COVID. However, if you are
Is that 56? And that's 35? 30? Negative? Yeah, -30. So together that's 86, -86. Did I do that right? Hey, I love you guys already. I'm not giving you homework tonight. Okay? So I know everybody's going to the game to support our boys. So that's why I'm not giving y'all homework tonight. Submit your notes. If you don't submit your notes, you will get a 0. So submit your notes from today, get that uploaded, and then make sure you do your math quiz tomorrow. And have a good weekend.